Hey, how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? This video is gonna be a little different than what I've been doing. Um just something I just sure been tearing with, but it has been on my heart, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Because how many of you do know that if you do not do what the Lord tells you to do, you ain't gonna be able to rest well, okay? And I'm gonna wanna go to sleep tonight. I just want to talk to some people. I was gonna do a live, but then I said, "Nah, I gotta get this on YouTube as well." So I'm just doing a video so I can post it, Facebook and YouTube and everywhere else. I just want to let y'all know I did a post back in October. I think it's October. It was last year. And I was talking about turning your face to the wall and crying out to God. And that same message came to me today, um, this morning. And then I had lunch with my sister, and then it came to me again as I was going home in the car. And I have been listening to my worship, my go to worship song lately has been "Make Me Over" by Tonics. It's "Make Me Over." And when I begin to listen to the words as he tells the Lord to make him over, to take out anything that's not of you, Lord, that I'm tired of going through, Lord, just make me over. And that has been my prayer for the past few days, asking God to just make me over, to do a spiritual surgery on me, to cut me open, and to take out anything that's not of him, to put me in the fire furnace, and to burn anything off that's not of him. Because I know he is with me in the furnace, so I have nothing to fear. And when I come out of the fire furnace, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be better than gold. Okay, I'm gonna shine better than the sun when he gets through with me. Okay, so I look back at that post. I went back to that post on my phone and I looked at it and I read, what I had typed, well, what God typed up, because I didn't type it up. God typed it up. And he was talking about telling Hezekiah, as Hezekiah turned his face to the wall, and he prayed and cried out to God, and God added 15 years to his life. Now, in that, I'm asking you, I'm not asking you, God is asking you. I'm not asking you. Candace ain't asking you nothing. I don't want you to do nothing for Candace. But God is requiring us to turn our face to the wall and give him a different kind of worship. Give him submission for true change. And in order to want true change, you got to want it. For true change to happen, you have got to want it. Your mama can want it for you. Your brother can want it for you. Your sister, your auntie, your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend can desire change for you. But if you don't want change, it ain't going to happen. I don't care if they prayed for you, they got on the altar, and they done did sowed seeds and fasted and everything else. But if you don't want change, it's not going to happen. True change comes from when you turn your face to the wall and you cry out to God and you become submissive to him and you turn from your wicked ways. You stop doing those things you once were doing. And that's all God wants you to do, is just stop doing what you was doing. Stop drinking. Stop lying. Stop clubbing. Stop fornicating. Stop doing those things that you know that are wrong. And often people, I love to hear them say, "Oh, if I don't go club and I'm gonna be bored. If I don't drink, it's not." Let me tell you something. God is not a boring God. He is not boring. The thing is, you got to get into purpose, and this is the season to get into purpose, y'all. And if you don't know what your purpose is, it's time for you to book a coach and find out what your purpose is, because that's what God is requiring us, is for, to get into purpose. God is tired. He is tired of the same old stuff and the same old mess we do day in and day out. Now, one thing I love about God, God will keep you 40 and 50 years. And he'll let you live in your mess that long. How I can talk about that? Because he did it for me. He did it for me. I lived in sin all my life. I went out and drunk. I went out and fornicate with men and women. Oh, I did some of everything. And even in that, he kept me. He kept me. But one day, God got tired. And he simply told me, he said, Candace, if I remove my hand from you, how long do you think you gonna last? He said, I promise you this, if I remove my hand from you, you won't make it to C36. He let me know that if he removed his hand from me, I would die at 35. And some of y'all done had them talks with God. Some I don't care what y'all say. Some of y'all done had them talks with God. Do you think God is playing? God is so for real and so serious right now. This is not a time to, oh Lord, and what I can't. No. It's time to get for real. It's time to get in purpose. There are things going on left and right. Somebody passing over here. Something happened over here. But you have to stay focused on purpose. And that's what I do. Now, do I get sad for the moment? Yes, I get sad. But I know I have to keep pressing and keep pushing forward in purpose. When I see something on Facebook that grieves me, I push into purpose even harder. I got to push into purpose. And that's what we got to start doing. We got to get into purpose, y'all. There are no more excuses. There is time out for playing, for sugarcoating. Well, God, I'm going to do it tomorrow. You don't even know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. You don't even know. You go into bed tonight. You hoping and praying you're going to wake up tomorrow, but you don't even know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. You don't know what tomorrow holds. I don't even know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow. That's why I'm doing this video. Every day that I wake up, it is a blessing. It's a miracle for me to be alive. Because I know where I could have been. If it had not been for the Lord who was on my side. Y'all, it's time to wake up to ourselves. It's time to get into purpose. God is not looking for no more excuses. He is tired. He is tired. And one thing I do know, God get tired. I don't care what nobody say. Well, God, his grace and mercy. Yes, God has his grace and mercy. But let me tell you something. God got feelings too, just like me and you. He has feelings. And he gets tired of his feelings being trampled over. He already know what you're going to do, but he love you so much. He still cover you. He still carrying you. God don't have to carry you. But he does it because he loves you. If you only knew how much God loved you. If you really knew how much he loved you. Oh my God, you'll treat yourself better. If you knew just how much our Father loves you. And I had to find it out for myself. When I really find out how much my Father loves me. Woo, it blew my mind. And every day it gets better and better and better. Sometimes I don't even think things could get better, but it just keeps on getting better every day. It keeps on getting better, y'all. Do I go through trials and tribulations? Yes. But I serve a God that is well able to bring me through. And my trials and tribulation is what shapes me into the woman he desires me to be. It shapes me into the person that I want to be. So every trial and tribulation, I thank God for it. I thank God for it. But y'all, it's time out for this. You have got to start changing. And where does change begin? It begins in your mind. It's a mindset thing. Change is mindset. Work on your mindset. Start in your mind. Cry out to God. Tell him how much you love him. Tell him how much you thank him. Tell him how sorry you are. Submit to him and begin to work on your mind. Because you could cry out to God all day long and you get up with that same mindset and you go back out there doing that same old mess. I had to learn that. I can go in church and worship God, get my praise on, cry and everything else. I go right back out to the same thing. And one day I just got tired. I said, God, listen, I'm going through the same thing over and over again. I said, this is like a repeating cycle. I am tired of going around in circles and circles. What am I doing wrong? God, I need you to show me, what am I doing wrong? It was my mindset, y'all. My mindset had to be renewed. It had to be changed. The things that I once learned, I had to forget about them. And I'm still working on mindset. Is it easy? No, mindset change ain't easy. But guess what? With God, it's possible. All things are possible with God. I had to begin to work on my mind. And y'all, I'm still working on my mind every day. Still working on my mind. You have to work on your mind. That's where true change comes from. It comes from your mindset. The renewing of your mind. You want true change? Work on your mind. Work on it. And watch how you begin to change. Watch God just move in your life. That's what he wants. He wants a relationship with him. He wants you to spend time with him. The more time you spend with him and the more you work on your mindset, I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. It's going to change your life. You're not going to walk the same no more. You're not going to talk the same no more. You're not even going to think the same no more. You're going to have a different outlook on life. But it starts in your mind. When you get through turning your face to the wall, and crying out to God like never before. And telling God, thank you. Even though the circumstances look rough. Even though the situations look rough. You might have done lost somebody. You might have lost your job. You might have done lost your house. Somebody might have died. Whatever the circumstances is. Whatever it is. Tell God, thank you. And I know it's hard right now. Trust me, I know it's hard to tell God, thank you. When you done just lost somebody. It's very hard. But tell God thank you anyway for the trial and tribulation. Because one thing I do know about God, he sees something that you could not see. He sees in the future something that you cannot see, that you can't even put your hand on, that you would have never even thought of. And one thing I know about God and I love about him, he will come back when you renew your mind and you get that relationship with him. He will bring it back to your remembrance. He said, this is why I did this, because I love you and you need to be protected from this. And this right here was supposed to happen, but it did not happen because I had my hand upon you. He said, everything that I do it out of love for you. It might hurt at the time. But if you just turn to me, lean on me, look to the hills in which your help coming from, I will show you in my timing. Because God's timing is perfect. How I know, y'all, he did this for me with my mama. My mother was my best friend. My mama was my everything. That was my backbone. That was my all in all, y'all. I love that woman. But she left me. And you tell me something hurt me to my heart, hurt me to the core. When I lost my mama, I felt lost. And I wanted to die. And for years, I was so confused. I was so broken. I looked to every man. I even started looking to women for love. When love was already there. Love was already there before I was born. Love was already there before I was even formed in my mother's womb. That I did not know that. Love was already there. Love was already carrying me. Love was already overshadowing me. Oh my God, help me in here. God was already there. I didn't understand though, but that thing broke me. And I just got tired one day and I said, Lord, I am tired. There were times I wanted to commit suicide. And there are times I even tried. I wanted to leave here. I did not want to be here, y'all. I had a son and I still didn't want to be here. I was so broken and hurt, and I would ask God, why did you take my mama from me? This is not fair. Why did you do this to me? Why did I deserve this? Oh my God, help me. Everybody else got their mama out here. Everybody celebrate Mother's Day with their mama. Everybody celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving with their mama. Everybody got their mama but me. I don't have my mama. And you took away the only person that loved me. God, why? And I could not understand. But when I got in purpose, when I turned my face to the wall, and I cried out to God, and I laid everything at his feet, and I gave it to him. And God began to work on my mind. I began to do the work on my mind, and God began to work on me. Slowly but surely, he gave me the answers. And y'all, when he talked to me and gave me them answers, all I could do was tell him, thank you. Father, I love you. Father, I am sorry because I did not know. God, I did not know that was supposed to happen. Lord, Father, forgive me. I had to cry out to him again and tell him how sorry I was. And I had to apologize to my father. Because I knew then, he loved me. Oh, he loved me so much. He loved me more than any man could ever love me. He loved me better than my mama. He loved me better than my father here on earth. He loved me better than my family. He even loved me better than my own children. He loved me. And I'm telling you, he loves you too, the same. And it hurts. I know it hurts. Because it hurt me. But I'm telling you, when you renew your mind and begin to change, God will reveal some things to you that will just blow your mind. And you will find out just how much he loves you. If you only knew how much God loves you. It blows my mind every day how much he loves me. And I think about my mama. I still love her. I think about her. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. The way it happened. Okay. The way it happened. And I know some people ain't going to be able to receive that because you lost your mama. I lost my mama. But baby, if you knew why I lost my mama. If you really knew the story behind the story, oh my God. It'll blow your mind too. But I just hope this video encouraged somebody to turn your face to the wall and cry out to God like never before. Submit to him. Get that relationship with him. Change. Let it start in your mindset. Begin to work on your mind. Because once you change your mind, I'm telling you, you're going to take off when you change your mind. When you work on that mindset, my hashtag, mindset change 21. Okay. You're going to take off. Y'all take care and be blessed.